And now we are addressing the president on our education. Young woman, na metrasi anra na ye research production ye na nwumra me go through my scripts. Na me hwe niama wodo na me review from the constitution, from the MPP manifesto and everything na ade ba ko pe ene duru makomam. And the course I would want me here, young penny farm and one more cassa ye and utie and someone one more catch me. I felt within my heart to say, do baby, or my Ghana heart. Hypocrisy, nyachum, adoso. Now, let me start by saying, Namin Kotu, Professor Bia Wachra, dear, as some more kind, I was in coffee. It is easy to set a standard than to maintain a standard. We'll be 10 years and not joining a Facebook page, audio, but videos with evidence. Mr. President, I asked from Konese, Yan Kasakeke. I asked Yan Kasentia Penibi, Sabin another Danko Akofado, Wayam Papan Campe. I ask you to be citizen. Penibia or no Ghana ha. Mena me MP, mena me penny bi ampebuo said die no ye de be ma. I ask you to be citizen. There no crosses ye catch on will tell you as it is. I ask you to be citizen. Na ade ba ko pe na no pempesa make say easy. So be set standard. Dan say standard now be set no, we be maintain standard. I ask you to be citizen. Na do dan ko Akufo-Addo, the president of the Republic of Ghana. And I pay my establish way for a fact say and will be on quote to me. Will be and let me state this emphatically, without any reservation and equivocation. I ask you to be citizen. Education and I didn't another than Akufo-Addo, education and corruption. And a man and a beji din. What to me a projection. And we need Ghana for a comma. But I am afraid to say the same education no. Bet me am an another than Akufo-Addo. The MPP by 2024 they will lose power. Muntian year pa the same education another than Akufo-Addo, education and corruption a timi do amoba power no. So one more nhwe na niama ansesa situation remains as it is. The same education and corruption will take the MPP back to opposition. Why am I saying that? It's obvious. So the biggest achievements and another than Akufo-Addo were achieved on Abemu for the first 4 and the first term. Education and implementation of free SHS. A fantastic idea, a wonderful one ever in the history of Africa will be about to say it was a bold decision. Yamubi on one Abemu penning for Dr. Addo na ekotu sankabeya on Boase, but he was bold enough. And we commend another than Akufo-Addo for such boldness. No? I ask you to be citizen. But John, our revelation, Ebisa Assembly. Say, at the end, I must start here. Namo Kokoye, our Hunemu. Now, way you started well, but you are failing woefully in education. Why am I saying that? Says here, do pempensuebi educational sector. Man for throw. Hey, I'm telling you this, and I don't pay. Problems are woho. NDC time register chalk ne sanya man ketenkete petty tensa na yetimi ka obi yetimi kan sechere gira paso John Dramani Mahama akwala akwetimi bia na no ka so wi anam no ene obi mie na no kan education sector ho yanyi wadi a ye be transfer apanisho. I ask you to be afraid to talk about the basic issues na sabi po hinin so a yan ka wasam no. I ask you to be citizen. The culture of silence will be kasani etiano, and that is it. I ask you to be citizen. The government after wonderful implementation of free SHS, July 30th, 2018, President say Ghana for me mama tiasie here double track system ebe provide quality education July 30th 2018 And how to take by also Ghana for be assured. The president.
Far from it being a new intervention that is being experimented
I ask you
in
to
Ghana,
be citizens.
it is noteworthy that it has been implemented elsewhere and found to be successful in countries as diverse as the United States of America, Australia, Kenya, and Japan. I am confident that the end result of the system will lead to an increase in quality of our SHS structure. I'm inviting everybody, parents, teachers, administrators, students, the parent-teacher associations, the regional and district directors of education, to embrace this system and work to make sure that it succeeds.
Nana for succeeding, there will be a vampire say won't succeed.
Akoma FM.
But Nana were managers of the educational sector. Tobuase, now Omuma reporter I are failing you. And now me be serious revelations. And Niama would do a cost Ghana. The inconsistency, the confusion. Teachers, you do move from
citizens.
In 2018, October 24th, and Duchum, a buyer, said Ghana is becoming the powerhouse of education. Ghana, Duchum, they're now education minister. What's a Ghana now is becoming a powerhouse, the whole Africa, the whole world of education. Yet, Duchum.
We are going to compete with all the other countries.
Akoma 87.9.
Against them and tell the world that Ghana is ready to compete. Recently, to conclude, I was at an event.
Akoma FM.
Somebody said Ghana will be a powerhouse for education in Africa. So when it was my turn to speak, I said, I thank you, but no thank you. Being a powerhouse for education doesn't take much in Africa. Doesn't take much effort. Ghana has to become a powerhouse for education in the world. 20 years from now, when they are talking about countries that have developed through education, it has to be Ghana.
I ask
and
you
we
to
have to
be
get people who will come and hear the Ghana success story. We are not doing badly in Africa, but we are not doing very well in the world. And we have to do well in the world. Our story should be that we came, we saw opportunities, and we took advantage of it.
I ask you to be citizens, not spectators.
I therefore, Mamim found the MPP manifesto and Mom project on social media. Mammy, therefore, more joining you on Facebook page, more share live on TV, on your TV, and all the affiliates. Now, the MPP in their manifesto, Mamin Kawe was it MPP will create a consultative council of researchers in the Association of Ghanaian Industries House. And this is a manifesto, the MPP, a project here. And what was it establish a manufacturing plan of crime and investment science and technology for the production of a prototypes of inventions and creation of some scientists and innovators in the country.
I ask you to be citizens.
In fact, maybe I am a depa teachers. Or say, Gino, now, Zumi, Beluchi Munzumi G. ha.
I ask you
teachers
to be citizens.
Will be treated with respect.
Akoma FM.
At the Facebook page. Now, where are the MPP manifesto on education? Now, I think this will be page 43. Page 43, the MPP manifesto. Teachers will be treated with respect, and we shall ensure that teachers' salaries and allowance are paid regularly on time. Focus on provision of incentives that will motivate teachers and reward their hard work in the classroom. Now collaborate NAT. I know HI know now. Collaborate with NAT, NAGRAT, and other teaching associations to facilitate an affordable housing scheme for teachers. Now, no.
Akoma FM 87.9.
Teachers in United and another affordable housing. We have 4 years. Now, no 4 years.
Akoma FM.
And Obiaji say Sadia way the next 2024 year timinye. Now yan the respect for teachers. Ya wo kraimu ana beto dwa momma me the announcement of introduction of reproductive education and sexual orientation.
I ask you to be citizen.
Teachers Ghana fo nyina esoditi aye. And an time we were in this country.
I ask you to be citizen.
Ghana for that that kropa yesi e ba be kire e kwan a ye be respecting yen various sex kwan a ye be faso reproduction, there's new sexual orientation, sexual constructive den e kwan nkwala besua won textbooks mu sa na ma we nyina de bae e be ye dede confusion and everything when you were not you were all the various stakeholders we had no consultation on that. We sat in this country, teachers acquire curriculum for almost 3-4 years in here. You need textbooks for the various teachers for teaching and learning. Now the danko akufado after free SHS says yeah, you be said be our educational sector where you see free SHS. In fact, teachers grant intervention grant teachers intervention grant. Now no aduchum echo GTV.
I ask you to be citizen.
Aduchum on GTV. Or see teachers educational grant over 60 million Ghana cedis on one and then in Sasan ye trading na. This teachers interventions allowance paid Dr. Osaduchum scroll na kwasro way 15th of January 2022 until 15th January just last week here and wakaye. I am sorry to inform Owura Aduchum say teachers grant intervention away you only form 1 and form 3 form 2 teachers grant has not been paid and Beluchi Bemame Excel payment ya intercepted for various schools across the country.
I ask you to be citizen.
But Aduchum say you masesia de for non-teaching staffs in Nano etiminya.
I ask you to be citizen.
I am sorry to inform Owura Aduchum say on cross-checking the facts here any schools in alphabetical order. Ni nyina na wo ho no obia bank accounts the bank of Ghana payment o ma wire and it is never true. So we treat the entire school system and it's a teacher for be panic na dede na ba ni be whitewash no ni aye no kama ni a lip service ni a pay lip service ni a color ni a picture no and a way. This is only for form 1 teachers and form 3 teachers. Form 2 teachers have not been paid. Afema baduane me baduane so we enie intervention grant for SHS 1 enie then you have intervention grant for SHS 3 2 dear enya minds Mr. Aduchum doctor I am sorry to inform you say cross check your facts and this is a fact where a exclusive documenter yani ankasa Ghana koma ya intercept ya yensaka and it is never true say form 2-4 have been paid and this is it. As we speak, our Ghana has
7.9.
Say and student ABA school, not so BA school eba. All the various
I ask you to be citizen.
School kwala ombetimi atrance for the next 2 weeks. Before omoma kwan na bread for over 6 months na kwala do no binya bread ni.
I ask you to be citizen.
And the situation is still persistent. Teachers are afraid to talk. Headmasters are afraid to talk.
I ask you to be
Matrons are afraid to talk. Suppliers, for more than almost a year, it been 6 months, it been 8 months, it been 7 months,
not spectators. I ask you to be citizen.
And Nina, you can't, hey, free SHS.
I ask you to be citizen.
Nana, you can't win your educational. Why you be papa? Free SHS inti akwala bia no tie kurase watime nya kwan akonfante prem
yenya
bi ankepe ya why ade mo the boy ensem ma bia no obetimi akase wonya bibi why bibi.
I ask you to be citizen.
But to whom much is given much is expected. and a promises amode ba ye and in someone mo kae no ye gina wa no masem so na na do way so obeya ni wa ye nie oh yes not well na na do plans what is say they will be develop Ghana education to the world standard who can say 21st February 2029 21st February 2019 and I can say same way yentio enti we are basing on one kasa when someone wa cancel near the hold accountable say na do education sector no say Ghana education service it is shaking. And I'll come and tell you some secrets. Say, see, the confusion between GES and Ministry of Education. A identity and a Director General. Emma directed on course, academic calendar. About tri-semester. Now, it took the Ministry of Education and the best son and say, young semester system. Why? What did it happen? In the meeting, Koso, did they all agree? I'm coming to tell you the confusion as between the Ministry of Education and the GES. And this way, the ordinary person, and oh, I am afraid. I am afraid. The goodwill of Winya Ghana frontier education, you are failing the Ghana education service. Things are going bad. Setting the Ghana education service to become the world standard.
We have no choice but to provide our young people with quality education and lifelong learning opportunities for every Ghanaian. It is the only way to ensure prosperity and to protect our democracy. We are not sparing any efforts to make education in Ghana of the best quality and fit for the needs of the 21st century. In September 2019, a new standard-based curriculum will be rolled out from kindergarten to class 6 in primary schools. This curriculum has drawn upon the best practices from all over the world and will focus on making Ghanaian children confident, innovative, creative thinking, digitally literate, well-rounded patriotic citizens. Mathematics, science, reading, writing, and creativity are therefore at the heart of this new curriculum.
Oh, maybe you saying yo. Politicians promises.
I ask you
politicians are not lip services.
I ask you to be citizens.
What's the school are dying? No doubt. Cast. Why are there? Nana, no doubt. But I see Ghana education service is a bleedy. Soon teachers in Timin Kasa, educational authorities, stakeholders, be soon.
I ask you to be
confusion. I am basa.
I ask you to be citizen.
For the record. Tamano promises intervention in over 60 million. Were no signed with you.
Yesterday, I signed up for the release of 60 million cedis for teacher intervention to be paid. So the announcement has been made on breaking news on your show.
Breaking news in here, but honorable, I'm sorry. You were form 2 4 teachers are you one grant no. Oh, asam ne ba near polishing on near baye. Just saying, I will be your 2 teachers.
I ask you to be citizens.
At the NSC. We still in this country. And can't say we should solve all problems in the education service. And I said the educational sector. But the challenges, petty challenges. Mekai, the then vice president, Yire, Emisata, Yire. Ya mamu choko ne, ya mamu choko china. Ghana for kan ya men pipi mo kan. I won't give you chalk today. I won't give you chalk tomorrow. Emisata's wife. Enye. July 16, 2015. And waka sasemwe. Ene. Ebi abawumi ayire. Ayi abawumi ayire no oba fefefe ye fan say. Samira emekasi ya mamu choko ne, e mamu choko china. But we still have schools ebinumu ni chalk. Into what has changed? What has changed in opposition and in government? Ni adi bibia ye free SHS enkwala no time omo de pon ye free SHS enkwala no school ntade free SHS just we are doing everything nane why you be yeah, let's focus on other priorities in the educational sector. Things are going down. Scanny ho And Yama say, Dr. Bawumia, the last year, 2021, November 8th, was say, hey, Ghana, you catch them with enhanced quality education. Dr. Bawumia.
And we introduced free senior high school education to create equal opportunities for the poor without compromising quality. There were those who opposed and bastardized the introduction of free SHS. They said it was a hoax, a 419 promise. They said if they had 2 billion Ghana cedis, they would not spend it on free SHS. They said free SHS would collapse the education system. In fact, if we had listened to them, free SHS would not have happened. But
Dr. Bawumia and Nando Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Mantima bisa mo say what has happened within the space of 2 weeks. You take 4 others our strike. Colleges of education, one teachers, echo strike. Afena Omo are suspended the strike. You had almost all the sectors. Nat, Nagrat, everybody. Nana Adeng. I mean, the managers of your education sector, they are failing.
I ask you to be citizens.
And they are failing you totally.
Not spectators.
And Oma Wenkwana Ababi Aba near the education or near the higher politics. The populism approach. Yanya maninya fe. Yanya menipa. Yi pipe wano samamo. Kwa kwata wawe ya kura ase. Wadiniti si ho. Na ahwadi ni kura ni wa. No ye. Nana, can we look at priorities? Free SHS is good. We bien ho betimi akase nye. We bien ho everybody. But Nana, because of free SHS, we are collapsing everything. Just a bia. Ya no first ni enim say school nkwala aduane ebi ni ho ananka ye northern region. And then number 30 woman fa aduane ama ye to even John Mahama time. Ye northern region. And you better so teachers no ne nkwala no ye ni aduane ntie mie and it is everywhere. And teachers are not talking because wa obebie wano akasa no yan transfer wa ye pay you wedi. The culture of silence is getting too much, and this is under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. It is getting worse.
Not spectators.
In spite of good education, quality education, Ghana for sure the free SHS are what they buy and then TC Ghana Montreal so there be so be say is the free SHS na Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo buy free SHS no how is it obaka cho say niam hodo ACC nyina pepa wadi monyam e free SHS.
I ask you to be citizens, not spectators.
Now on April 12, 2019 we had John Dramani Mahama, you know,
ability to even understand the concepts that the teacher is trying to impart. And that is why our constitution writers said there shall be free compulsory university baking education 10 years after the promulgation of this constitution. Our constitution writers gave 10 years to prepare for it. And so successive governments from NDC 1 through President Kufuor's time began the preparation for FQ. Teaching and learning materials were procured, science laboratories were built for basic schools and workshops, tools were acquired, and so they
Don drama man so no opposition no makane de obia opposition woni nyansa abai bia Ghana mpanimfo obia to opposition ya Ghana adwene ni nyira woni tirim wo twane de woto a na che se moti akora ba fie se ye ideas ready papa mo betran so a no maye poto.
I ask you to be
citizen. And ye bia school chena ye bia school and ye the LGBT classroom ba no bia tetiabom and ye sa curriculum and ye way and ye the education sector ne kwa and ye pam kwalanta de and ye way populism ne ato mathematical set and kwala control exams kwan want me ampase a wotimi gina bonten wadi na do atem all because the edition quality trim we are creating the impression say that free SHS it's everything and Ghana education service is going down, it's sinking and sinking and sinking.
I ask you to be citizens,
and yama ekoso no terrible,
not spectators.
And because of free SHS inti yentimi nka na no Paul ibisa adom ni nti yenkwaso nya bone.
I ask you to be citizen.
Should we continue to shut up because of free SHS?
Not spectator.
Your managers for your education sector is collapsing. Namumisa mi ankasa minua aduchum me kawasama na me ya, because you are a person I love and I like and everything, because you are a good man. But Abusanfo, what is happening between Aduchum and the GES director? Professor Opoku Amankwa papa or tell me communication research. Now what dear pa, you will love him. At the NSC, me bo mabisa say GES at the directive as a quarter semester. In less than 1 week, now Minister of Education ababe ma counter the confusion between the GES director and the minister. The power play now ekoswo no nanado sadia ma wanyina atewo ekoswo ohina no and say Ghana Education Service. The politics, the petty politics. Sesia for free mano school feeding omonso be 3 times the esi entu omoka omonso gum omusu suppliers are supply aduane and they say akọ metron ahodo e wo Ghana schools bebre mu a metron bebre e de car school kro mo ma because omo ba supply ba beda omo ka.
I ask you to be citizen.
Na metron bi mie na no nka so de ka ya nyina di e be pam no.
Not spectators.
Ghana na na do dan kwa akofo mi jama ma awofo yi. Wo for that so asu. So more than 60 years after independence, yeah, that's what in Nuase. More than 60 years after independence, yeah, that's what in Nuase Ayeko school. Yeah, that's what su, yeah, that's what him. Where is the quality education we need in addition to the free SHS? Nobody should be mistaken to say free SHS is not the best. It is the best thing Ghana have ever had.
I ask you to be
but in as much as I want free SHS, no, we should not neglect the other sector of other aspect of the education.
Not spectator.
School Ghana de how they be. What better someone who's here? In Shota, send the bray. In show me a person can coffee. 2017, and we took out a dog boys as touch away. And what by no, you're the 2 men saying a big teacher bongo cry. No, Monsieur, for a time being no, young get 3 classroom. And we are some kind of corner corner. Then we can say in Chronic 218 this year. In the 3 classroom, Nadia, between us and Romo, and our community, is she and our boss as touch away. In chance of guy to my assem, and to say, Mr. how dear baby, over concrete dance and your cry.
Patanoka got one betting a boat also. There is an Apolana Mascu to be better crab and a cook. Tea and a Seraban say, come wine, when she be kind, Naka Kruno at Timaquanani.
I will share a bianco tea, a shard yanua. I ask of him. Because I can't gather for vote ye every time ya gebia ye ama abai ani ade ya kagada for to bia nkwala no eto no ma o share giam. In fact I so ni say odo ni ba hu ka me treba bi efrofu so kasa ka onyimdi aba bia mo tia mo share giam na anya kompa
awia nkwala kwa awia na eshi wo mo so tan so bo mo nta mo nkwala bebiri kwa potifi mo so mo ko school no o kana kwa so ayi so tan so be bo no awia ba awia ba shino ndo so won kwanti ya hwe na ombo ayi kakara sepe ba bia mo kana betima atena masuna de
adia ba ko pe e na me pese me kan Ghana ye wo nyina nie MPP betwam NDC betwam CPP bekọ obi abekọ aye nyina abeba ba ye Ghana fo ya hwe ni anka no kra nkire mpanimfo ye to abama ba mu mpanimfo a wo mo na eso mo som ye nya na ye se som wo mo so to mamu na ne ma akoso na ye ni anka se ntimi nka ya de aye twense ya ba na wo so ntimi nka ya de sa o man be say ni nyina na timbi nanado I bebre ama Ghana Education Service. Na Ghana obia beka se wo wani mo nyama wo aba mu nyina educational sector e na aboa wo. But no e de be sand wa position. Se niam nkoye because see afraid teacher 14 na bisa wo say are you happy with the system and what is going through and what is going on our educational sector? They will tell you say no. Enipa 8 bet ma catch or say no, the government is confusing the education sector. Until say bet me ahwe na ye huni e koso na redan kwa akofo ado wasi form ahwe form reporter hudu a winya chayaba ni abeka ni de no. I will always not forget what kokwaso opim so afutu a wade ma wo menhia na kasa wi amen kasa biem. But until say nana redan kwa akofo ado ubemu ani akọ the educational sector because no any the pillar of your government and monyama wo nyina is true as a result of education. Na be kura ni yie no otumfo edi weja
Ghana for to abama na adodan kwa akofo ado ya nto ama nipa ka ho bia tumi no edi ma no wachiche bia ma obiara enti kan hunu se wo mu a wachiche ama obia ni ho a yedi tumi ma no ka ho ejime nana no wonim se me no free nipa atu dodo no aye nimbra me ni wo adam no ne free fa no 77 ansa na wo sa aba me bo ana me bo a nana e champon bo tata wo ba London nyame no nana nam ne kodwe nyantachi nom ansa na wo sa ba ya mo ba be gina biewa ansa ya sa ba ya ne woti he abroche ba ya me lawyer no me no na ko ni nyina ani akwa abapim ne enu anso nkrofo be ka kire so won po asem enso wa anyi antum wo ka se da bi se dem sine na tie de ntesa me de kakra ne se me de futupa nam de be ma wo de Ghana fo pani adwuma de pani ayahwe de pani nkoso enu ana ye hwehwe de to aba ne wie ya ye bobo se wa wen obi gina TV3 so wo ka kire nipa na wo se wo na atibi kompanyimfo no Kodjon Mahama okoka chense abane de komne abufuo na toye na aza akọ na ado so aka chense komne abufuo so no so ba no anye de komne abufuo be sa ato wo ho nim de wadre wu mpesika ye hwebio enti sese kun ho na ye adwuma no yi edin ku ana sese wo pe de be odin be komu sa mpase wo mampanyi bi ba ne efre na ado da ko ba be ye Ghana yi
observe otiko ko so wi asem no nana won kwa so nana do dan kwa akofo until we will revise ayebehwe sa ne ma we nyina ni anya daje ni the attention ama Ghana Education Service, the ministry, the sector, the Ghana's education, until we will done and have all these things done ni ama Ghana aye the priority the jai petty politics, the populism approach to all issues. Nana, until you are done, Adriana Bakufia Sante, I am done.